Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I really hope all of you are doing really great. And this is the topic that I'm going to talk about today is again something very much ignored because it has become a life pattern. People are just going with the flow of it and just everyone is following the same pattern. And in some incident that happened recently, I just got this one picture, a little bit of clarity, something maybe definitely every one of us can incorporate into our lives to make it a bit more happier, okay, to increase the number of happy days in our life. So, has it ever happened with you all that at any point, you have, something bad is gonna happen in next 10 days, next 15 days, next 1 month? And before that day came when that not so good incident is supposed to happen, you have already been stressing out for whatever 10 days before that or a month before that. Now, this is something similar happened with one of my colleague, wherein, in her hometown, one of a very close relative was unwell, and the relative was in and out of hospital quite frequently for almost a year, you can say, for one whole last year. And she has been trying to save up on her leaves. She is like, I don't want to take this leave, I don't want to go on trip, I don't want to waste the leaves because I might have to go down to my hometown anytime for looking after my relative or whatever, to take care of whatever that bad situation that might come across. And she has been doing this for quite a while now, almost 6 months after her relative was getting really serious. And then suddenly, she realized that she knows some or the other day something bad is might happen. That relative is very old, so something not so right might be there ahead in future. It can be anytime, right? Nobody knows. But just waiting and anticipating for that bad thing to happen, she was just wasting her good days. You cannot do something about certain situations in life, and even bad ones, sometimes you can't do anything. But sometimes people are just stressing about that bad thing which is about to happen, and even wasting the good days, the days when it has not yet happened. Those, you could add those 10 days before that, whatever the bad event that is supposed to happen, you could add it to your normal days, or you could add it to your happy days as well, right? You can't do anything about whatever is supposed to happen. So rather, don't stress out from the very start, isn't it? Especially when that thing is totally out of your control. And this is something, she then recently went on a trip, and she's like, when it is meant to happen, it might happen whenever it is. But rather than just waiting in that anticipation that it is going to happen, I'm wasting my good days. I'm wasting the time wherein I could probably be doing something that can make me happy, or something that I could enjoy, right? Going out, seeing some friends, or buying something for yourself, rather than, always being like, I need to save these leaves, I need to save this amount of money and everything. Yes, you need to do some planning for the bad events in life, especially when you know it is about to happen. But don't start suffering like a month before or whatever. It's just like wasting your days. You cannot do anything about it, but you're just wasting your days with that anticipation that, okay, now I have to be prepared, I have to be prepared. And you're stressing out yourself. You're even, that event might just happen for 2 3 days, but you are like stressing out for it, like, a month ahead, 2 3 months ahead before it happens. So this is something she said, forget, whenever it happens, it happens. I'll see when the whole thing is whatever that we're expecting, the bad thing to happen. When it happens, we'll see into it, or I'll see into it. Till then, let me enjoy these good days, or let me be happy in these good days. In life, there are very rare moments that people have lot of happy days. Even if you're enjoying for 4 5 days, something can go take a turn and something can turn bad on the fifth day, right? We really don't have much control over lot of things in life, to be honest. Yes, some things we can control, some things we can keep in place, like for example finances. For some, all this ups and downs in life, you can keep your financial side a little bit stronger to support you. But beyond that, nothing much can be probably done. So rather than extending your sufferings, especially in an anticipation of a bad event, keep it as short as possible. Maybe when it happens, you can see to it, but don't start your sufferings too early, even a day, 2 3 days, because each day is precious. Each day we have to try and enjoy. And that's what my colleague just said. I'll just go out, because it has been almost a year that we are living in this fear of something bad happening. And you know we are suffering it mentally. Somebody else might be suffering it physically, but we are suffering at a mental and emotional level. So we need to take care of ourselves as well. Okay, so this is something I have taken, understanding or lesson out of the conversation, that if it is way beyond your control, it's no point about stressing over that event which is gonna happen on a random day. Okay, and just be happy and try to increase the happy days in life. And try to sometimes getting stressed out can make the final event even worse. So rather than being maybe trying to keep yourself a little bit calm, trying to keep yourself uh, mentally and emotionally in a normal state, can help you to navigate through that bad event also to a lot extent in a better way. If you have been stressing out for one whole month, I don't know how the state of mind will be when that actual event gets fired. So this is all up to person to person. We can try and train ourselves to be in a certain way, or make ourselves, there is, along with physical strength, you also need to build a mental strength. So probably if we can do that, I think we can have a bit more of good days in our life. And this is something I carried away from that conversation, that rather than living in that anticipation, you live a normal life until whatever is meant to happen, or however it is, right? So that's what she did. And probably uh, it's a good thing that even she realized it sooner, rather than actually wasting going through the bad event and wasting the time waiting for the bad event, and then being already sad, and then you're already sad, you're already stressed out, and then that the not so good event happens, and then you're even more sadder, right? Can take a toll on your mental strength, or even your mental state for that moment. So remember this always, and take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your uh, don't be overstressed with the things which are way beyond your control. And yeah, add more to your happy days. Okay, I'll see you all next week. Till then, have a good week. Bye bye.